When you visualize a mine, typically you'll think of enormous dump trucks and shovels moving large quantities of ore around. However, equally as important to the operation, but often overlooked, are pumps. Pumps are used before the mine ever commences ore removal. They are used in every aspect of the operation, from the transportation of ore to the return of essential process water to the mill. Today we're going to walk through some of the key pumping applications in mining. I'll tell you a bit about each application, where you'll find it in the operation, what we have to offer, and why it's better than the competition. Let's start in a typical underground mine. The biggest pumping problems facing an underground mining operation are those involving getting water up and out of the mine, known as dewatering, or deslurrying as I like to call it. There are two major opportunities for us underground. The first is for high head slime pumping booster stations. Booster stations are typically located in purpose-built caverns, and their job is to receive the slimes from all of the underground sumps and boost them to the surface wastewater recovery circuit. We can offer the Hevvy Toyo H&H designed for mine dewatering. The reason these pumps are better is due to their ability to handle abrasive slurries. Mine water is never clear of solids despite the mine's best efforts. The second application is for underground sumps, which are typically located approximately 20 to 30 meters in static height and up to 2,000 feet horizontally to the next sump. Their job is to carry away the drilling slimes, a mixture of rock and water. You'll typically find Grindex, Apex, Flight, and Surumi heavy and light duty water pumps in underground mining sumps. These companies use an exchange program model. The advantages of the exchange program for the mines is a perceived zero downtime scenario, but the reality is that pump exchange programs simply mask the extreme cost and unnecessary downtime that could all be prevented by installing the right pump in the first place. We offer the high head HT for slimes up to 20% concentration by weight, and the H&S B series for higher heads and solids concentrations up to 70%. The HT pump is designed for handling slimes along with boasting high heads and robust high chrome wetted parts. The fact that this is a twin volute design also means greater balanced radial loads, which prolong the seal and bearing life of the pump when dealing with unpredictable slurries. Let's next look at the opportunities in an open pit mining operation. The biggest pumping opportunities in an open pit mine are high wall pumping. This is a critical service for the mines as the pumps are carrying surface water away from purpose-built pit floor sumps. Rain and groundwater flows into these sumps, and self-priming pumps such as Godwin and Pioneer diesel-driven pumps are used to empty the water. Unfortunately for the mines, these pumps cannot cope with the large rocks and solids that find their way into the sumps from blasting operations. Fortunately, we have designed several high-head self-priming slurry pumps that can hold up in these aggressive applications. Finally, we're going to the mill where all the ore from either an open pit or underground mine comes to get processed. In the processing mill, the ore starts off in the crushing or comminution circuit, which comprises of gyratory and cone crushers as primary size reduction tools. Then progressing to fine crushing, which will take 6-inch and less rocks and crush them to 1/4 inch to submicron particles. This is done using SAG mills and more recently HPGR crushers. From the crushers, water is added and these grindings are conveyed to a primary pump box. This is the first stage of the pump circuit. The heavy duty slurry is now pumped to a cyclone cluster, where the cut size or grind size, determined by the process manager, is separated. The overflow travels from the cyclones into a flotation circuit, and the underflow goes back to the grinding circuit for reclassification. From here, it will go through a series of recovery processes to produce a concentrate from which the gold, copper, nickel or silver is recovered. These other processes can include electrowinning, carbon in pulp, carbon in leach, pressure acid leach and dilution circuits. At every step of the process, there are opportunities for Folsom and Hevvy Toyo pumping equipment. The biggest opportunities for pumps are in floor sumps, underflow thickeners, regrind pumps, scavenger pumps and tailings pumps.